Hi there. It's the first of the year, almost literally, and we've got a lot of fun things to show you. This is going to introduce our brand new Vintage Hues acetates. The fun thing about the Vintage Hues is that they're all in color, and they're all the great old vintage pictures. The wonderful thing about them is that they can turn a little card or a tag or any other project that you're working on into $1,000,000 just in a couple of seconds. They are really great to use. You can embellish them with a little bit of glitter. You can use them on their own. They can be on scrapbook pages, altered art, books, tags, cards. You can use them in all kinds of ways. You're probably going to come up with some new ones. In fact, send me some notes on it, and I'm glad to get them. You just keep sending those in. The fun thing about them is that they're so fast and you get such great quality look when you're through. Now what we're going to do today, I know it's not Christmas time, Christmas is past, but you always have an occasion to send during the wintertime maybe a little note, a little thank you note of some kind. Maybe for a gift that was given or a party that's going on, something like that. And what better way then to make that note out of a fun little tag or a card. So we're going to do a cute little tag. Could be great on a scrapbook page as well, but we're going to do this good little tag today. To do this, we need very few items really. You're going to get your Winter 1 in your Vintage Hues acetates, and you do get 4 different prints on each one of these, a little bit different than our black acetates. A couple of glitters. I'm using my Crystal Clear and my Spring Green. Your clear drying glue, brush, spoon, cardstock, just a little bit of ephemera to put on top to cap it off, and that will get our piece done today. Let's get started. Hi there, and welcome to our Jammie class. We're doing something entirely new, and that's working with our Vintage Hues acetates. Vintage Hues acetates are actually printed on a clear film, but they're done in beautiful, vibrant color. And the neat thing about them is you can use them standalone if you want to use it for a card or a scrapbook page or a tag. But by adding just a little bit of glitz, of course we've got to add a little glitz, you're going to come up with a piece that is really, really special. Now the one that I'm going to do today is going to be our little thank you tag, a little winter thank you tag. And to do that, I'm going to get out the Winter 1 sheet. You'll notice with these, a little bit different than our other acetates, 4 different pictures on the page. So we think that that'll be a real value for you. I took this little snow scene here, and that's the one I'm going to work on today for our tag. There is a front and a back to these Vintage Hues acetates, just as with our black and clear acetates. The front side, once again, very shiny. The back side, very colorful, but just a little bit duller. But that's the side that we're going to put our glue and our glitter on. I'm going to start out by adding just a little bit of my glue to my little tree here. I'm simply going to glitz my tree and the little greenery. You don't need to do the whole thing. That's one of the fun things about these. We're just enhancing, just giving a little bit of zip. And again, because they are so forgiving, because they're so colorful, even if you miss a little spot, it's not the end of the world. You're going to find out that the end result is just really, really very special. So there's my crystal. I've just kind of moved that around all over my tree. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my Crystal Glitz and just kind of drizzle that all over. Of course, we're going to get on our handy-dandy coffee filter here. That will capture our excess and allow us to put it right back in the jar where we can use it again. Now my next color that I'm going to use is Spring Green. And again, let's just come in here, add a little bit of our glue along where our leaves are, and you would just continue on. Well, there's just so little to do. I'll just go ahead and finish it up real quickly here. And again, as I said, you can be a little bit more kind of willy-nilly on this one than you might have been with the clear pieces, because your color is going to cover anything that you might miss. So just like that. Let's get that coffee filter one more time. Excess, back in there, pop, There we go. And now we've gone from plain to zippy. Isn't that fun? That's probably going to take about 15 or 20 minutes to dry, but we just happen to have one that's already finished. I'm going to take my anti-static brush, clean off any little extra bits here. Nice thing about these too is that they're so quick and easy to work. Now if I take this and I start layering, first thing I'm going to do, I did stamp a little message on here, a little thinking of you, but it could be a thank you or it could be a happy birthday. That's up to you. But I simply stamped my little message on there. Then I took my actual tag, I just did a little stamping on there just to give it a little, make it look a little busy, not quite so plain. That's going to be my layer underneath. So we'll put those two items together. I'm going to put a little bit of my clear drying glue back behind, right there on that dry glitter. A few little places in through here and right through there. Put that on top of my piece where I want it to be, set a little pressure on it, let the two bond or dry together. Probably takes about 5 to 10 minutes for that to happen. Then you can go back, you can trim off your excess here, tape this piece onto the piece that we put our stamped image on right there, and then, of course, we've got to add just a little bit of trim and fun. What I did was simply take one of those little cute little clothespins, add a little bit of a star thing on there, took a little bit of ribbon, a little bit of fluff, clipped those two things together, and that's what I clipped on top of my piece. So it doesn't take a whole lot, just some little leftover bits and pieces that you have, and when you're through, you've got a great little thank you piece just like this. A lot of fun to do, and like I say, very fast and easy. Our new patterns in this line are going to cover several different holidays. Starting out, of course, especially if you're working on scrapbook pages, you might want something that's for the new year. Love this one. Think that's really cute. And you'll see some of these images after this video done into cards, so you'll be able to get a real perception of what they do. But we've got New Year's. We have a winter group here. We have then, of course, going right on into Valentine's Day, which is absolutely just around the corner. But this is called our Valentine 1. These will all be available in your local stores, or if you don't have a local scrapbook, craft, or stamp store near you, ours is always open 24/7. You can even shop in your Jammies. This is our Valentine 2. Isn't that just as cute as a button? Then we also have, and this fits any occasion, birthday, you name it. But those are just beautiful glitzed. Then we have, in case you've got a birthday coming along, we've got some little birthday cards. Now these are going to be turned various ways, but great little birthday images. And then the next season coming up right after that is going to be Easter. And from fun with our little chickies and our little eggs, all the way down to our little kitties. Aren't those cute and fun to do? I think you're thoroughly going to enjoy these Vintage Hues acetates. They're just a work of art in and of themselves, and you're going to turn them into something even better. Hope you've enjoyed this. Enjoy the gallery of cards right after this video, showing you some of the things that we've done with them. And be sure and update your information in our email list. That allows us to get information to you, let you know about specials, get your birthday present to you. If you haven't updated your information and given us your birthday, you need to do that. And let your friends know about these classes. Once again, we enjoyed you being here. And until next time.